Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Will It VR. Now today's episode is only going to be a very short one, purely because I'm only looking at one thing. Halo Reach just came out on the PC and I wanted to take a look at what the state of play is around Vorpx and Halo Reach on day one. Now the good news straight out of the gate is that Vorpx does attach to the Master Chief Collection. It didn't take much doing. You do have to launch the there's two versions of Halo that install on your desktop when you set it up. One is just the Master Chief Collection, and one is Halo MCC Anti-Cheat Disabled. Now that's the moddable version, and that's the one you need to launch if you want to try and attach Vorpx to the file. So the good news is you can get it to run in Vorpx straight away, day one, with very minimal tinkering. The bad news is no 3D. I've tried a few 3D profiles, I've tried Canarium, I've tried Halo 2, I've tried original Halo. I haven't tried much else other than that, but those three so far I can't get any kind of 3D latching at all. No Z adaptive, nothing. But that's not to say the game isn't playable through Vorpx straight away. So I'm going to load it up now and just show you kind of how it runs. I'm going to be playing keyboard and mouse purely because I'm getting a little bit of conflict on the controller. But as I say, this is just a day one test. We all know by now that Vorpx gets better with time, and when the real clever people start getting stuck in and figuring out how this stuff works, then we start getting really good improvements on this on these games and these profiles. So this is really just a day one look at how the Master Chief Collection runs on Vorpx, and I'm sure it will get better in the coming weeks. But for now, let's have a little look and see what it is like.
Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes. So I've got the game running in full VR, like immersive screen mode, not immersive screen mode, sorry, full VR mode, and it does look. So like it does look really good, and the head tracking is really, really smooth. I've upped it to about 1.15. Yeah, I like them settings. That's fine. So it's a little bit quicker than the default. The default's just 1.00, but I've upped it a little bit. You could probably afford to up it a little bit more, but right now for me, this feels pretty good. As I said, I did try and play it with a controller, but I was getting some issues around jump. Wouldn't let me jump, which is really strange. Hold E. I don't even know where my E key is. I need to look. E, where are you? There it is. What have I done? I've activated some kind of weird night vision. Turn that off. There we go. Okay, so head tracking works absolutely fine. It's really smooth. The game looks great up close and personal. You get a great sense of scale, as always. Out of everything I've kind of played in Will It VR and on Vorpx, the closest thing I can probably compare this to is how the Outer Worlds looked on day one. Wasn't the greatest 3D profile. Obviously this has no 3D profile. It's very flat, but it's still very impressive in VR because you still get that sense of scale. All the key bindings work really well. Yeah, it works. It's just not perfect. If you were expecting to come in and get it like perfect from day one, I don't think that was ever going to happen, but it's just a shame I can't get any other profiles to attach and give me some form of 3D. If anyone has any ideas of profiles to try, please drop them in a comment. I would really appreciate it. I think for me, and I'm a big fan of the Vorpx software. Even when it's 2D and you don't get a sense of 3D, if it's the right game, it doesn't particularly matter. Like right now, that mountainscape looks fantastic. All of this looks really nice, and it's just nice to be able to look around in VR and with a VR headset. I'm not too picky. You know, I don't need everything to be full geography 3D. Oh, ostrich. Yeah, I don't need everything to be full geographical 3D. I like it to be. In a perfect world, everything would be, you know, full positional tracking, full head tracking, full 3D. But this is really just a test to see how playable is this from day one if you wanted to play it in Vorpx. Oh, that makes my toes itch a little bit. Now I'm using a combination of the head tracking and my mouse. I tend to do that on every VR game I play, and I've kind of explained why in previous videos. Because if I wanted to turn away around now, I'd have to literally swivel around in my chair, which is possible. Oh no, I've taken my hands off the keys. I can't remember where I'm at. No, I'm all good. Which is possible, but not practical. I'd need a wireless headset, and I'd need a much bigger room and room to swivel around. Oh, hello. I've got a pistol. Oh, I do. That's nice. Okay, that feels good. I've pumped the graphics up on this. It's on the enhanced mode. I've uncapped the frame rate, and I've turned VSync off, just for hopefully the smoothest VR experience possible. Nice. Okay. It's a very pretty game still. I don't know when this game originally came out. When the hell did Reach come out? The last Halo game that Bungie did. So like they've had Destiny and Destiny 2 since, and those games felt like they took forever to come out. Well, the first one certainly did. This must be 10 years? No, it can't be 10 years. That's insane. I've gone far too far there. That would have been 2009. I need to check. When the hell did Halo Reach come out? Someone tell me. So, I think like, if someone can get a profile to latch onto this that gives you 3D, I think this would be immediately fantastic, like genuinely fantastic, because the detail and the scale of everything is bang on. It's perfect. And as I said, the head tracking is really smooth. It's just it really is just the 3D that I'm missing out on. And I know that's a big deal to people, because obviously if you're investing in Vorpx, you're going to want your 3D. You want your VR games to be 3D because it's a big aspect of VR. I think really though, because the Vorpx software is really quite good, in my personal opinion. Right now, it feels like I'm in this place. I know that 3D would only enhance it, but it doesn't feel like a flat screen right in front of me. It does feel like there is some kind of 3D. I know there's not because I've checked the menu, but it does look like everything has depth. Oh, it's a jackal. Nice. I love Halo. I haven't played Halo in bloody ages. It's felt like forever waiting for this to come out. That was a terrible grenade throw. That was a good shot there. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, this is very cool. Immediately very cool. I know that there is a Halo Reach mod in the works currently. Whether it will see the light of day, I don't know, but I did see a video about it recently. And it was kind of very much like, oh Jesus, the Alien Isolation mod, whereby it was like a fully, I think it had full positional tracking, but it was just a couple people working on it, or one guy working on it. And it did look very good, but until then, this is a very good substitute. Don't know why I'm trying to take that down with the bloody pistol. Shooting feels nice and smooth, but that's just a game. Obviously, this game is running in a silky smooth frame rate on PC now. As I said, I've got it uncapped, so I'm excited to just get stuck in and play this game, to be honest, on PC. Reload. I don't know what it's going to be like in vehicles. Is that a vehicle there, or is that just a... No, that's just one of them weird, like, things. Let's get my gun back out. Let's get my assault rifle back out. Let's just do some hip firing. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Now, what I probably will do with this game is just kind of keep a side eye on it for the next few weeks and just see kind of if anyone makes any progress in terms of getting it to run in any form of 3D. I'm sure someone will. Again, the guys that kind of put the work in to Vorpx to get it to the state that it is in today are fantastic, very, very clever people. Will work off their own back and in their own time to make this as best experience as it can. Oh, that's a big hole. I miss Halo, man. I miss when Halo was like this. Guys, see, if I can get 3D in this would look really, really nice, because that's a really good sense of scale right there. And the environments in Reach were fantastic. Reach was... I don't want to say Reach is my favourite Halo game. My favourite Halo game is probably still 3. But Reach is very good. Oh, hello, hello. None of that. There we go, there we go. Oh, can you shoot the ostriches? No, I don't want to shoot the ostrich. What's he ever done to me? Nothing.
Commander, I'm seeing more hostile activity to the northeast.
Oh, they're elites. Probably should get my actual gun out. Yeah, this is very playable. This is very playable. I'm just pining for the 3D. I think if I had the 3D, this would be immediately fantastic, especially for day one. This is the thing that blows me away with Vorpx time and time again. This game's just come out. I've already got it hooked and running in a VR headset. And Halo in VR is something I've always wanted to play. I think everyone always has. It's just they're great worlds to explore. Yeah, we need to get 3D in this because this would look amazing. Okay, here we go. Here's a test. Okay, so it just goes to third person, which is fine. I've upped the... okay, that's actually... I'm saying that's easy to drive and I'm crashing all over the place. I've upped the field of view for... Oh, you can turn it with your head. Oh, that's a bit bizarre. Let's get these guys out of the way. This is nice. It would be nicer with a bit of 3D, but this is it's nice. Again, completely playable. Get out. There we go. Oh god, I just said it a minute ago, but I really do miss Halo. The new Halos just aren't anywhere near as good as this. And I'm not digging on 343. They've done the best, but just the world's just so much better in these ones. The old ones, the original ones that Bungie made, and you can tell they've taken a lot of that with them to Destiny, because a lot of the environments in Destiny are very similar to what we saw in the original Halo trilogy and in ODST. Who made ODST? Was that 343? I think it might have been. Having to use my mouse quite a bit because you turn quite a lot, obviously, in this game. Quite small turning circles. But it's nice to be able to use my head tracking just to look around. Hui!
Boss, I'm showing more activity to the east.
Oh, I left my car behind.
Advise you check it out.
Fuck it, I'll go get it.
Roger 3. We're en route.
Can I get in that now? Is it gone? Is it done? There we go. Another shining example here as well of why this does look really nice, actually. Even though it's not 3D, this does look really freaking nice. Another shining example of just how good Xbox Game Pass is as well. Day one, here it is. Halo Reach for me. I happily pay $4.99 a month, or whatever the hell it is, to have this service. It's just getting better by the day. I don't really play my Xbox anymore. My Xbox is covered in dust, but the PC side of this is well worth it for the money. They just added Darksiders 3 as well, which is a game I really want to play but didn't want to pay for because I didn't hear the greatest things, but I've completed 1 and 2, so I feel like I should kind of carry on. Oh god. Stuff like Forza. Like, I would never go and buy Forza. I'm not a big racing game guy, but they're great games to play just to chill out, and if I get them as part of Game Pass, then I'm happy. What's my Kosh button? Okay, let's go do a Kosh.
Mayday, 3 Charlie 6. Does anyone read?
Oh, now there's no bloody enemies to Kosh.
Forces, the Covenant is on reach. I repeat, the Covenant is on reach.
Oh, I've got in the wrong chair.
Let's move, 6. We gotta find the source of that distress call. No disrespect.
Hey, there we go.
More important things to do than round up strays. We don't leave people behind. You see those troopers, you let me know. Noble leader, I've seen possible friendly forces under attack.
Take him down, take him down.
We're under attack. Repeat, Mayday, Mayday, 3 Charlie 6. We are under attack by the Covenant. I got
Is it up there?
Cannot hold this
Yeah, I think it's up here.
We need to find those troopers now.
Is it? I don't know where I am. Felt like it was this way. Oh, it is this way.
Noble 3, we've located the trooper squad. Request immediate evac. My coordinates.
Ooh, God.
Saw them coming.
Let's try and do a kosh on someone.
Hold that evac position.
Wait. Okay, that's kind of hard. Come here, you. Oh! Oh, I forgot you had the assassinations. Yeah, this is cool. This is, I think a lot of people are going to niggle and have issues with the fact that it doesn't have 3D, but for me, this is really impressive. Once again, Vorpx. Absolute. Oh, that's a bot. Oh, what was an alien running straight for me? Once again, Vorpx completely and utterly earning the money that I paid for it.
Clear an LZ. Spartans.
And I have no doubt that it's only going to get better as the weeks go on. One thing to note is in a lot of Vorpx games I have to use edge peek to see everything. In Halo, I'm just using it now just to see what I'm missing. There's not a huge amount I'm missing. I'm missing the radar down bottom left. I can't see my grenade counter, and to be fair, I can't see my ammo. What I can see is my health along the top, perfectly framed. That's quite handy. Of all the things I wouldn't want to lose, it would probably be my health bar. I need to at least know where I'm at. My shield. Take that. There we go. Oh god. Where's my team? There they are. Over there, not doing very much at all. Oh no, back to pistol. I love the pistol in this game. Pistol in Halo is probably my favourite pistol in any game. Nothing more satisfying. A little pop of a headshot in this game. Not that I'm getting very many of them right now. Oh, there's one. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Nice. Oh, no, he's not dead. Objective complete.
Transport. LZ is
Oh, that's
clear.
really nice.
Move in for evac. Affirmative. Transport inbound. Troopers, hop that bird on the double. Pilots, stay
Oh.
close. Watch for hostiles.
We're getting the helicopter now. Yeah, I'll jump in here. See what this is like. This is very good. Again, day one, I'm really impressed. Outer Worlds on day one was about as good as this, if not a little bit better, because we managed to hook a profile to it and get some form of 3D. But this is still really impressive for day one. I'm playing Halo in a VR headset, and I get the sense of scale. Like, these guys look huge, and that's, to me, that's worth the money. Yeah, this is really cool. Just as a kind of a checklist, I guess, for all of you that are watching, head tracking is fantastic, really, really smooth. I've upped the sensitivity just a bit to make it kind of a little bit more to my tastes. I've taken it to 1.15. No 3D, sadly. If anyone out there can get a profile to attach with 3D, please let me know. No nausea. It feels really smooth. It might be to do with the fact that it isn't 3D, that I'm not getting any nausea at all. Runs really nicely, runs really fast. I'm really impressed with it. The shooting's great. Looks real pretty in an Oculus Rift S. Personally, I think this is perfectly playable, and I would play it like this. It isn't perfect, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to lie to you and say it is. I don't have my full HUD elements, and obviously I don't have any 3D. But this is. I've got no nothing. Okay, that's a problem. I can't see my pickup gun button. What is it? Is it E? There we go. Okay, a slight issue there. I don't know what my buttons are, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that for day one. Really playable. Looks really pretty. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm not going to play much more now. I'm going to jump into it, just normal screen, and play it with some friends, because we've been waiting to play this for a little while, but I just wanted to see how well it would run in VR from the get-go, and personally my verdict is it's really great. If you have Vorpx, give it a go. Check it out because it runs really well for a day one release that hasn't had any. Oh, power rifle. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's just do this first. Yeah, for a game that's had no kind of Vorpx input yet, like no one's really been working on this. It's only just come out. I'm very impressed that it's running as well as it is. Who's on that? I want to shoot someone with my blooming DMR. There we go. Oh, nice. Feels good. Oh my word, there's a lot of people. A lot of Covenant. Oh, Jesus. This is good. This is actually really... I would honestly play this. I'm forgetting to talk because I'm just having a good time seeing seeing everything up close and... Oh, Jesus. Oh, hello. Get out of it, you. Everyone inside, let's go. Get that door closed, cat. Get it closed. Have that. Whew.
Roger that. Clear.
That's very good. That is very good. That is way better than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to stop there, but that is way better than I thought it was going to be. Oh. I'm really impressed with that. Genuinely didn't think it would be that good on day one. I didn't think I'd even be able to get it to hook. But honestly, if you've got Vorpx, you just load the game up and it will hook itself on. You do have to load the non-cheat version. It's called the Halo MCC anti-cheat disabled version of the game. You'll have 2 installed on your PC. It won't hook if you try and attach it to the other one, probably because it thinks you're going to play online and it will class it as a cheating method. But if you attach it to that one, it will work absolutely fine straight out of the box. Then just use the Vorpx menus to tinker the settings that you want to play with, and you will be laughing. As I say, you will not get 3D. Unless you're smarter than me and you can get it to attach with a profile that will generate 3D, you cannot get 3D at the moment. I'm sure someone will get it working in the weeks to come, and I'll keep checking back to see. But at the moment, it's perfectly playable in there. You do miss out your radar, bottom left, your grenade counter, top left, and your gun ammo, top right, but you do get your shield, and you do get your navigation, your arrows that tell you where you need to go. So it is fully playable at the moment in VR. Maybe not the most pure experience that people are looking for. If you're a real VR purist and you want it to be as good as physically possible, then yeah, it's not there just yet. But have a look at it, check it out. If you have a VR headset and you have Vorpx and you've gone and splashed some cash on this today, or you've got it on Game Pass, just give it a go. Just have a look like I've just done and just see the state it's in, because that's pretty impressive for a day one release. Vorpx, again, well worth the money. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I will see you again soon for another one. If you haven't already, please do hit subscribe. I tend to put out content 2 or 3 times a week, and most of it at the moment is VR content, but I do dabble in the odd horror game as well. I'll see you next time, guys, for another video. Take care.